ASR Trades here. I'm gonna be making this is an intro I actually have not done before, and yeah, I just haven't done this intro before. But this whole entire week, I'd say I've had a really good week. 3-1. It's really we're at all time highs right now, and I mean it's pretty self-explanatory. You're just supposed to keep longing really at all time highs because it's usually just gonna be straight dip down then up, and sometimes it's gonna sweep one time, or other times it's probably gonna sweep two. So you just gotta look out for those liquidity sweeps and those for value gap fills, and that's really all. And you kind of have to. It's really self-explanatory because that's all you really have to do is just you just have to keep on longing, and that's you're really just gonna get It's really just a short. It's really just a guarantee because once you're at all time highs, it's kind of just the market's already gotten all the liquidity it needs to keep going higher and higher. So we're gonna get into the charts now. I'm gonna stop talking and yeah. Okay, so we're currently at all time highs. Right? Yeah, I don't know what. Yeah, get out of here, dude. Come on. Okay. All right, we're currently at all time highs in the market right now, and I'm just gonna be showing you guys basically just what's going on right now. And okay, let me mark out. Boom, all time highs are all the way over here, and then we have some more all time highs over here. So this is the trade I took on Friday. I'm a little bit late. I should have uploaded this video yesterday, but yeah. Okay, so why can't open my right? This is basically just the video that I'm just gonna be showing you guys what to look for in trading all-time highs and basically what's all gonna happen. So when you're trading all-time highs, you're gonna want to wait for liquidity sweeps, and not just one liquidity sweep. You're gonna most of the time wait for two liquidity sweeps to be safe, or one liquidity sweep that's inside of a fair value gap. Okay, so boom, marked out the hourly. That if a higher time frame is not telling you enough information, don't forget to scale down. All right. So boom, this fair value gap right here. Boom, 15-minute fair value gap. Mark one on here. Boom, 15-minute fair value gap. Okay. Now we have both our fair value gaps marked, and you can kind of tell off bat that there's gonna be an SMT here. Honestly, that's not telling me enough information, so I'm gonna have to skip on to the 5-minute. And this is the kind of time frame that's kind of the sweet spot for me. And we have a liquidity sweep right there. Boom, liquidity sweep. Go on MES. Boom, liquidity sweep as well. And this is the trade I took off this liquidity sweep. We did have this order block. I mean, not order block. We did have this for value gap right here. So I longed a long right here on this open, and I probably honestly should have took this setup right here, but I had my stops at like, I don't even know, it was like somewhere up here, and I obviously got swept out because my stops weren't in the right place. Ideally, you probably would have wanted your stop at the bottom of this value gap right here, which that would have been a great entry to have that at. If we go on MNQ basically did the same thing, but after this SMT to these lows right here, boom, and then MES actually swept out. This is where that double confluence is really coming from, that double sweep. So we had a sweep of these 5-minute lows, and then off this sweep of these 5-minute lows, we got to move up, and then we got to move down that swept the previous liquidity, which created a SMT to fuel us up to more all-time highs and basically just market to go even more bullish. So if you would have waited for the second one, or you just would have had some really good stop loss, some really good market awareness, you know where to put your stop loss at. If you did wait for that, you could have. It's looking like the only thing on MES is gonna be this for value gap fill right here. But even that still wouldn't work, because when a whole bunch of candles are stacked up like this, to be safe, you're gonna want to wait for it to fill the very bottom one. So that would not have worked. And if we go to MNQ, boom, MNQ did do it. Now in this case, they did. Yep. Boom. For value gap right here. Boom. Fill up candle. Boom. Long right here. You could have took this this 1-to-1. You could have took that 1-to-1. Most of the time when you're all-time highs, you're gonna want to be taking one-to-ones because you don't know how high it wants to go. But yeah, that would have worked perfectly. Stop losses when you after you came in right there probably would have been boom, bottom of this fair value gap right here after it printed the fair value gap. Then you can shut off the one-to-one, and then if you came in on 2 positions after that one position gets hit, you can mark this up, boom, boom, break even stop loss. So yeah, that would have been a great trade as well. So basically when markets at all-time highs, you're just gonna be looking for value gap fills. For value gap fills, 5-minute lows being swept out. Or you could be safe, like in this case. This is a great case where it would be where that you just waiting for that second that second fill. I mean that second sweep. That can be that's one of the safe cases where that second sweep actually paid off because you didn't get stopped out. A lot of people probably got stopped out right here. This was probably the first time doing it. It might have been the first time trading all-time highs. Who knows? But yeah, this was a great experience for me, and honestly, I'm honestly glad I lost this because your losses in day trading, once you realize that your losses aren't actually losses, once you realize your losses are better than wins because you learn more instead of just consistency, your losses are gonna matter to you way more than your wins. Not just because you're losing money, not just because you're I don't know, some other reason. They're gonna matter to you because you're gonna know what you did wrong, and you're gonna know what you need to fix. And for me, it's just waiting and basically just knowledge for me. And whatever that might be for you, make sure you stick with that. Make sure you just you can even write it down every day. You could just make sure you remember that condition because maybe market's gonna hit all-time highs in maybe about 6 months, and then boom, you're gonna look back at this and be like, oh yeah, boom, I traded all-time highs. I traded all-time highs. Let's see, 6 months prior to this, so I know exactly what I'm looking for. And yeah, that's just gonna be a really good lesson for you guys. I just wanted to get on here. I know it's late. I probably should have uploaded this yesterday, but I didn't. So yeah. But I just want to get on here, show you guys what's up, and hey, good luck. I don't know why this keeps popping up, dude. Hey, good luck for everyone. Don't use indicators; they suck. And yeah.